Ozzy Osbourne is here! Hey Ozzy, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, I think. I've been,
You're not quite sure where you are today, are you?
I'm here in the BBC. I could be anywhere. I've been around the world in 80 minutes, I think.
Now, where have you actually been? What countries have you been to?
Well, I did the video.
Right.
I got quite an interesting story, actually. I did the video in 3 days. The last shoot was at 5 o'clock in the morning. Then I had to go back to my house, pack my bags, fly to Japan, and have been interrogated by the Japanese because you get an interpreter.
At the customs or whatever, at the immigration.
No, the interviewers, you know.
Oh.
So like one guy likes jabbers for like 20 minutes, and the interpreter turns around and says, "He said hello," and then. I go through all this, and I got supersonic jet lag, and then I got to fly from there to Sydney, Australia. I wasn't aware that you have to get a visa, so I'm thinking, I've come all this way, and I've got to go back now. But
it's only 25 hours.
They worked all right, and I'm walking around this airport like a zombie, and the customs woman says to my wife, "How long's your husband been on the methadone program?"
Really?
I swear to God.
Great.
I would usually tell her where to go, you know, but I was so tired and I need to go to bed so bad, you know. It's just okay. She's keeping away from King's Cross, lovely. You're all right.
Now listen, I mean, to be going that long, and you're incredibly popular in America.
Yeah.
I mean, they call you the madman, don't they? Because you do a lot of crazy stuff, Ozzy.
Oh, well, yeah, we all do, though, you know. It's like I get caught.
Not everybody cuts all of their hair off and sends it to people, though.
I know, but, you know...
You did that.
I fancied a shave, man. But I couldn't stop. It went on and on. I bought one of those new electric razors, you know. But I wonder if I can zip my sideburns like I do on this heli. And it went further and further. And I've shaved other people their heads when they're... My favourite party trick was when someone falls asleep, passed out drunk, I shave eyebrows off. And then it's really funny because I get up in the next morning all groggy, look in the mirror and they go, "Why do I look different?" And I can't tell for about 4 days. And I go, "Why do I look different?" And then people keep going up to them and going, "You look different." You know? Because when you think about it, all your facial expressions come from your eyebrows. And they're going, you better go and see a doctor, man. You don't look too good, you know.
Do they grow back? Eyebrows grow back?
Oh, yeah.
That's just as well, really. Big and bushy.
I was a politician I wanted to have a go at.
Oh, Healy.
Yeah,
Healy.
I wanted a lawnmower for him.
What are the other crazy things that you've done?
Oh, everything. I've urinated at the Alamo. I've set fire to hotel rooms.
Have you really set fire to hotel room? I mean, you know, because we read about this stuff. You know, Ozzy Osbourne's done this, and you know, automatically you don't believe it. You think it's been exaggerated, and then you meet people that know you.
I had a bottle of vodka one night, and I wondered if it was flammable, and it was.
You just wanted to test it out.
I was at Niagara Falls. There were like 85 fire engines and all these people running around corridors at 4 o'clock in the morning with smoke bellowing down the hall.
Would you say that what you were doing with Black Sabbath...
That was kind of doom music, you know.
Right. I mean, like, Paranoid was a...
It was like the beginning. I mean, a lot of American kids now spun off the old Sabbath stuff. Like Metallica were very, very influenced by Sabbath.
But Sabbath doesn't sound dated even today, does it?
I don't know, but the thing is, when you're involved in it yourself, you don't know.
Yeah.
When Metallica toured with me, I thought they were taking the pee out of me, you know, when I used to play all my old Sabbath stuff at soundcheck. And I'd say to their tour manager, "What's it with these guys, you know? They never talk to me. They see me and they run and hide, you know?" They said, you know, they're really...
In awe of you, I bet.
Yeah,
Legend. Yeah.
So now you got the spin-offs of the Metallicas. Now you got a real weird zone. There's a band I just looked at a magazine. They're called Death. They're going to go a long way. Mum, you're sick in hospital. You've just had your appendix out. I bought you this album. It's by a band called Dad.
Let's have a question from Richard. Richard, a question for Ozzy Osbourne, who's here live today.
Well, talking about America and how weird it's got over there. What do you think of like this? You've got death metal. You've got speed metal. Do you think that's valid, or do you think that's?
I can't keep track with it because every week there's like a washing machine metal, there's taxi driver metal, rap thrash metal. And like halfway through this million miles an hour song, some guy starts talking, and then he starts million miles an hour again.
Sounds great.
Then at the end of it, he blows his brains out.
Oh, that sounds even better.
What did you ever? Just to be serious for a moment, did you ever have a drug problem in the early days? Yeah,
big time drug problem.
What were you doing?
Anything that was I was like a garbage can. Oh yeah, I'll have some of that.
Why?
Because it was there. It was the thing to do, and my main drug of choice was alcohol, of course. And you'd get sloshed on booze, and you'd have a sniff of this powder, and then you could go all night, But eventually, it became my enemy because I turned into a horrible person. I mean, I've just put out a documentary type video.
Right.
It's called Don't Blame Me. And there's a part of that when I'm drunk and I can't watch it. I have to go out the room because I hate to see it. It brings back this horrible, creepy feeling.
But this is corny. What is Ozzy Osbourne's message to anybody who may be in a band and who are tempted to do drugs?
I can't be anybody's guardian. I did plenty of it.
Yeah,
I'm
not asking you to be sanctimonious or to.
But if you want to end up in a bad way, carry on. It makes you feel good temporarily, but in the long run, you will pay. You will pay badly.
Okay, so we're back to humour now. What does a bat taste like? I mean, did you actually do that?
Yeah.
Okay, explain what you did.
It was a tour called Diary of a Madman, and I always used to like custard pie fights, but being crazy, I wanted to do it with meat. So I advertised that you bring like a bit of liver from your local butcher's to the show. And I had a bucket of offal, and there was like sheep's testicles and lamb's eye and dog's whatever in this bowl, And I used to throw it out, and it kind of snowballed as time went by. Things started to come like dead cats and all kind. I mean, it was rain, meat and liver and it was incredible. I mean, like 16,000 pieces of meat. Our deep freeze was stuck for years, man. Sometimes they used to throw these rubber things on, and I thought it was a rubber bat. I go like, this'll do. And I picked it up and my wife's standing at the side of the stairs going, oh God. So then I'm rushed round to a hospital and they give me rabies shots. And for the next 6 weeks, when I went to the bathroom, I had to cock my leg against the wall, Anyway. If anybody out there wants to try a bat, put a bit of salt and pepper on it.
Yeah. Give it a bit of flavour.
Yeah, but don't, because the rabies shots are not very pleasant.
You're just everything you've ever done. You've come on here and said, "Don't do it."
It's like having a golf ball shoved in your leg,
All right, listen. Thank you very much for coming in. Really enjoyable talking to you this afternoon.
My pleasure. It's been a pleasure.
And will you come in again if we ask?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Ozzy Osbourne.